is the Celebrity Afterlife Report podcast.
Hello, it's me, the Celebrity Medium, welcoming you to another episode of the Celebrity Afterlife Report, the only show on the internet that brings you the up-to-the-minute gossip about all your favorite deceased celebs. We have a new arrival to the next world to tell you about this week, as well as some updates to stories we've been following. I know you're anxious to hear them, so rather than blather on, why don't I just get right to them? Poor Jim Morrison. You know, things seem to be getting on the right track for the former Doors singer when he was booked to appear on the star-studded bill of the huge show in Environment a few months ago. Since then, however, this train got switched back onto the wrong track, it seems. Continuing his downward spiral, as I reported last week, the Lizard King announced that he was reforming his ill-fated band, The Real Legends. Now, the first iteration of the band, which featured lookalikes of Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, and others he appeared with in The Legends, totally different band, was extremely badly received, causing many to wonder why he would even consider reforming the band. Nevertheless, Morrison has recruited new impersonators to play with him. The new Real Legends lineup debuted at a surprise show in the Next World's version of the Whiskey A Go-Go. According to my sources, it did not go well. From what I'm told, not only do the members of the band not resemble the people they're supposed to be impersonating, they don't even actually play their instruments. The band lip-synced to a pre-recorded track, and not very well, apparently. Things turned ugly after the second number when the audience started loudly booing and demanding that they leave the stage. Morrison and company bravely soldiered on for one more number, finally getting the message and walking off mid-song. The music track, however, continued to play as the Real Legends exited stage left to the cheers of those in attendance. Sounds like a train wreck, man. After so many setbacks for him, I just really hope Jim Morrison can regain his mojo and find a gig he can shine in once again. Another story we've been following for months now involves former American President Abraham Lincoln and his afterlife wife, Whitney Houston. After complications caused Abe and Whitney to walk off their reality TV show, the couple was out of the public eye for a while. They re-emerged when Honest Abe announced his intention to enter the octagon as an MMA fighter for the Next World promotion known as ALMA, Afterlife Martial Arts. Now, when Whitney expressed displeasure with his new career choice and threatened divorce if he followed through with it, Abe moved out of their home and into the gym where he's been training for the past few months. Now, people were surprised that Abe wanted to try his hand at prize fighting for the first time since he wrestled on the county fair circuit when he was a young man. They were even more surprised when it was announced that his first opponent would be the newly arrived in the next world, Muhammad Ali. Wow. Ali told a reporter the other day that even though he has no mixed martial arts experience, he expected to make short work of Mr. Lincoln. Ali said, quote, "I'll take him out just like anyone else, but it will be an honor to beat the man who freed my people," unquote. Well, the fight happened the other night, witnessed by a stadium full of people and millions watching at home on live TV. I won't keep you in suspense any longer. To everyone's surprise, Lincoln beat Ali. From what I've been told, Ali tried all his patented moves on the president, but was simply unprepared for Abe's non-boxing action. Ali attempted to rope-a-dope and trash-talk Lincoln, but Abe wasn't falling for it. At 2 minutes and 30 seconds into round 3, Lincoln took Ali to the mat with a leg sweep and proceeded to ground and pound the Great One. After the ref stopped the fight, Ali said through very swollen lips, "He got me this time, but I'll be ready for the rematch. Watch out, Lincoln. I'm coming for you." As I told you last week, beloved actor Gene Wilder was reunited with his former wife Gilda Radner upon his arrival in the afterlife. When Radner gave him a big hug and kiss, Wilder didn't respond. It was later explained that he felt as if returning the affection would be like cheating on his widow. It was explained to Gene that no guilty feelings are necessary, as people frequently proceed their earthly plane spouses to the next world, and some of them naturally reunite with former loved ones. Wilder seems to have taken that advice to heart, as my sources inform me that he has now moved into Radner's home, and that the two of them have been seen holding hands affectionately in public in recent days. Word is that they have accepted invitations to at least 2 upcoming red carpet events. So the question is, are wedding bells in the future once again for Gene and Gilda? Only time will tell. Famed playwright Edward Albee arrived in the afterlife recently. According to my Next World sources, the 3-time Pulitzer Prize winner seemed a bit disoriented when he got there, but he snapped out of it quickly. There was a medium-sized crowd assembled to greet him. Sources say that the author of Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf seemed very pleased that Marilyn Monroe was among the greeters. He went up to her and hugged her, saying that he had always been a fan of her acting and that he was finally happy to finally meet her in person. Now here's where it gets weird, as it always seems to do in the afterlife. What Albee didn't know is that the woman whose attendance at his arrival pleased him so much wasn't actually Marilyn Monroe, but Jackie Kennedy, who's been impersonating Monroe for months now. Regular listeners know that Kennedy and Monroe essentially exchanged personas, Jackie even going so far as to have bleached her hair and gotten breast implants, the better to resemble Marilyn. Jackie stayed in character, not telling Albee who she really is. I'm told that those around them in the crowd all knew the truth, but felt too embarrassed to inform the playwright. The author asked the faux Monroe if there was somewhere where they could get a bite to eat, and she informed him in her Marilyn voice, of course, that she knew a place nearby. The two left together, presumably to have lunch, with Jackie maintaining her Marilyn voice the whole time. I'm told that the others in the crowd didn't know exactly how to react to that, some of them laughing and shaking their heads in amazement. And on that bizarre note, it's time to once again lock up the Celebrity Afterlife Report studio. My work here is done for now, but I will return next week with another roundup of gossip about all your favorite deceased celebs. I hope you will join me then. I would like to remind you to tell your friends that the report is available for free on iTunes, in the Google Play Store, and on K-Chung Radio, 1630 AM in Los Angeles. I am the Celebrity Medium. Thanks for listening.
You've been listening to the Celebrity Afterlife Report podcast. To ask a question about your favorite deceased celebrity, call 818-3-MY-DREAM. 818-3-MY-DREAM. 818-369-3732.